thank you very much for taking time out of your day and your busy schedule to speak with us today.
Not so busy lately. Been trying to. I've streamed 3 days a week, so you know I spend most of the time sitting there eating potato chips on the couch. So,
okay.
I want to call it busy work.
Is there a specific like type of potato chip that you tend to gravitate towards?
Baked Lay's easiest question of the day.
Usually we have a guest, and today's guest is Jerma985, aka Jeremy, longtime live streamer, YouTube creator. You might know him from his older Team Fortress 2 videos from a couple of years ago, Jerma versus Star. Everybody wants to see that happen. And nowadays, he is, in my opinion, one of the most high effort production value live streamers on the platform. And if you don't believe me, go check out the Carnival stream, which apparently cost tens of thousands of dollars to create. Jerma985.
You could have just said the Spee guy too. I think a lot of people would have known what that was. I was a big fan of Star. Like Star was really the first channel that I watched, and I remember watching he did a Diablo 2 playthrough like 10 years ago, and I remember going, "Oh, I love Diablo 2. I can fucking do this. I can play Diablo 2 and do this. I'm gonna do it right now." And I started to try to make my first couple of videos. I'm gonna do TF2. He does TF2. I'll do that. And like, watch this. I'm gonna do a little bit better than he does too. What do you think about that? One of the biggest, most elaborate highs of my entire life are when I was on the front page of the TF2 subreddit. I remember it was like, there's my video. It's like, it's 6 rungs down. Oh, it's not like number 1. It's like number 8. But, oh, that's my video. Holy shit. I'm the big deal now. I like freaked out. I was so happy about it. You know, like that video got maybe 3,000 or 4,000 views or something over the course of a week or something. I was like, holy shit. I was on cloud 9. Here's another thing about the internet that I think a lot of people don't understand is somebody may have watched like the Spee Nest video 3 days ago for the first time. Mm-hmm. And then they come into the chat on a Twitch stream or a live stream or a new video. And that's, hey, you're gonna do that Spee video again? Because like literally 3 days ago, that's the first time they'd ever seen it, and like they're not really necessarily aware of the extreme amount of time that may have passed. They just saw the video, and that's the video that they want to see next. Because like, oh, I liked that. You can do that again? So I think the passage of time, especially in like a video on demand format. I think a lot of people don't realize that people come in, they watch a video that you made maybe years ago, and they want to bring up like as if you did it last weekend.
Sure. Okay, definitely. It's funny how you bring up Spee. In my mind, you've always been the pirate spy, but
it's the same voice. Don't matter. They're all the same character, isn't it? Oh, the pirate spy. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, literally, I've got 4 voices. They're all the same character.
There's the old man. There's that guy. Yeah. What was the other?
You just change the octave a little, and then you make it a new character.
Like, I know that was forever ago, but what is this, like a currency thing? Has stuck with me for so long.
What do you actually do with money? I have no fucking idea. Do you like spend it on something? I don't know. Like, do you actually? Does anybody know if you like what you do? Is it like a a currency thing, or I mean, what is it? I'm not sure. I mean, is it like some kind of currency thing? I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Is it some kind of currency thing? You know, who knows? I'm not sure. Who knows? Not a big deal. You know, like, not a big deal at all. You know what I'm saying? Not a big deal at all. Does anybody have any idea what's the I mean, like, oh, anybody? Well, let me like say some shout outs to some subs.
Let me say, like, first of all, let me just say, first of all, still here. Hey, thanks for the sub, dude. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Hey, appreciate it, man.
Where you just turn on your face cam and you're in full clown makeup for like 20 seconds. And then we just go back to normal like nothing happened. That is so genius to me.
Well, that the currency thing is just air. Please, for the love of God, fill airtime and dead air. Because the makeup wasn't done yet. It was being finished. So I had to try to find a way, and my brain just kind of broken records itself anyways all the time without even me realizing it. So that was just, please fill air. I cannot pay attention to anything that's going on besides the makeup being put on my face. So words have to come out of my mouth. It doesn't matter what they are. They just have to come out.
Someone like yourself, I could see that you stream for like 7-8 hours and you're still being yourself. You're still being an entertaining person to watch for that amount of time. How do you do that?
To be honest, that's what I do in the shower anyways.
What do you mean?
I never shut up. Like even when, okay, you know, when you get put on hold, you call, you're on hold with like customer service or the doctor or something. And it's like, oh, please, buddy, I'm going to transfer you. Please stay on hold for 5 minutes. I just talk like I'm talking to the person on the phone.
Okay.
I'm probably such a fucked up case study for a lot of these companies that they're just like, who's this guy talking to? Why is this person speaking into the phone right now? Like nobody's even here. Like, the call will be recorded. I probably have I'm probably in 1,000 different folders for like the guy that was weird on the phone that was just talking. But yeah, like I talk in the shower, I talk into the mirror. I just if it's an outlet for me.
Okay.
If I wasn't doing it on stream, I would be doing it in my living room. Like
Just
I would
by yourself.
literally be just by myself. I would just be talking.
Okay.
Even when I'm lying down, I don't talk. All right, let me just put it this way. I don't like talk when I'm like lying down. I'm not like lying down with my eyes closed, with my hands on my head, like sleeping on a pillow, going like, and that's when he opened up the door, and here comes Dick Van Dyke. There he is, yeah, and he tripped over the thing. And no, I mean, I'm not like completely unhinged in that sense, but I just like talking. I like hanging out. This is the stuff that I used to do with my friends, just personal friends of mine. We would just sit around in front of a TV and just talk at it. We would play games. We used to make our fathers in No Mercy in N64, and our fathers would fight CPU, and we would just sit there and talk shit to each other.
Okay.
We would make it would be like a 4-man tornado tag match, and it would be our fathers. It'd be like, oh, whose dad's gonna win today? And we would just be laughing and talking. So it's like
insane.
It's in my entire nature. I can't turn it off. So I might as well, if it's gonna be on, might as well be on the camera doing it, right?
Do you remember the first video game you ever played?
Yeah, it was my dad playing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember it was Super Mario Brothers for the just NES. And we used to have this thing where me and my brother and my sister, we would play it so frequently. We play it all the time. And we were terrible at it. We were not very good at it at all. So my father we used to bug him so often about because he knew how to play really well. We were really, really, really little kids, so we weren't really good at it at all. So he would tell us, hey, he didn't want to keep having to play the game for us. So he would just tell us to get to Koopa with 3 lives, and he would beat the game for us. And he did. And we'd be like, oh, we got to get to Koopa with 3 lives, and Dad's gonna beat it. So, and that was his way to kind of be like, okay, close the door and kind of leave us alone for a while.
Yeah.
But we would eventually do it, and it would be like a pog moment. I know I'm using Twitch lingo here.
Pog in the 80s, sure.
Yeah, when we got to the last level, we got to that area. It was like, all right, Dad, you got to come beat the game because we can't. His 3 lives. And I think somewhere internally in his mind, whenever that happened, because he knew we weren't very good at it. So if we ever got there, now he's like, oh shit, I got to beat this game now for these kids. Or I told him I would do it. And I don't have very many memories of him not doing it.
Oh, really?
No, and I don't have very many memories of him doing it either, though.
Oh.
I just remember he did. Like, he just had the controller in his hand, and that's all that mattered, is watching him do it. Oh, watching him play. And a lot of the future of just video games and why Twitch and YouTube got so popular with gaming is everybody loves that. Everybody loves watching somebody else play a game. You go back to the times that I told you, but we play N64 with friends. It'd be like, oh, I want to watch you. I want to watch you do that. I'm just gonna sit on the couch. I don't even care. I'm gonna watch you play this whole game. Metal Gear Solid. I used to be invited over friends' houses because they knew that I was going to hang out and watch, and when they got to the spam the circle button during the torture sequence, I would be able to destroy it every time.
Oh.
So it'd be like, all right, man, like, hey, I'm going to play Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, you take the controller, though, during the spam part. Yeah, I got you. And it'd be like...
All right.
I would kill it every time. I've had diagnosed IBD since I was 24 or something, 25.
My wife has that.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Okay. No, it is not.
Dairy, red meat. I don't like drink that. I can't drink like milk anymore.
Okay.
Lots of cheese, lots of cream. I don't put cream in my coffee anymore. I just can't.
You do mayonnaise though. That's a lot of dairy.
Whoa, hey, hold on a second. Mayo is not dairy. Where'd you get that
eggs.
from? Who
it's
told
eggs.
you that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Excuse me. It's eggs. Sorry.
It's eggs and it's oil. And all right, I'm not. You know what? I don't want to turn this into a mayo podcast because it will very, very quickly.
Yeah. I hate mayonnaise. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. It was nice talking to you, though. You get this. This has been fun.
I'm going to just start taking some community questions here. I will try and, skip over the real shit ones, but I'm sure we're going to get some.
The real shit ones? All right. When I hear that, I think of like a sentence that's so broken up that has a bunch of misspellings that it doesn't even ask a question. It's just like
just stuff that's
cars are fast with a question mark.
Well, I mean, I guess we can start with that. Jerma, cars are fast?
They can be.
Jerma, what's it like knowing that Valve named the Scout after you? By the way, I can confirm that they did that.
Wait, what?
Scout's name's Jeremy, and it's because of you.
Wait, that wasn't just a coincidence?
No, it's really. I know
real.
for a fact it's because of you. Yeah.
Holy shit! This is the first time I've ever heard that.
So, do you know Nathan Vitterline?
He's
the voice actor. So back in the day when they were working on the Adult Swim show, which got canceled, and it's so pisses me off because that would have been amazing. It was him and Ashley Birch writing this 12-episode Adult Swim series. Where they fleshed out stuff a bit more, and someone in the process, it might have been the Valve employee that wrote the original movie scripts that turned into the show, named it Jeremy because of the Jerma versus Star stuff, because of you.
No fucking way! I can't even believe that. I can't believe that's real.
Yeah. You are the Scout, my man. I mean, you're from Boston. You look just like him. Why not?
I mean, you mentioned Nathan, and I think a lot of, I get told that all the time. You know, like, oh, you're the Scout. Well, you're the Scout. But something that's really important is Nathan gave that character all the personality. Nathan brought that character to life. It might be me in this kind of lore, retconned kind of canon lore, I guess is what we're describing.
Sure.
But Nathan actually put that character to life. Nathan did that. That's Nathan's character. The Scout is Nathan.
Well, I guess the Scout is a baby between you and Nathan now. So.
Yeah, because I remember listening to some of the lines that the Scout said, and they made me laugh my ass off, just like everybody else. So I never would want that to be like, oh, that's me. Huh, remember when I said that funny thing in TF2? No, like that's a very talented, funny, comedic voice actor that did that. You know, I am incredibly grateful and humbled into the ground knowing that is apparently supposed to be based on like a young Boston kid, and I grew up there, and oh wow, maybe we're gonna name the character Jeremy, but that's Nathan. That's Nathan's character. That's Nathan's comedy.
Are the jokes or memes that people make on you ever genuinely upsetting?
No.
Jerma, what's your favorite dinosaur?
T-Rex, no. That's the easy way. That's
Yeah.
easy. Probably Brontosaurus. They're kind of like the giraffe of the dinosaur kingdom, and giraffe's a cool animal.
So the giraffe is your favorite dinosaur.
Yeah, the giraffe is my favorite dinosaur.
Okay. How did you get so good at beatboxing?
Remember how we talked about just never shutting up and doing this kind of stuff in the shower?
Okay.
It was a way I passed time. I did it in class.
You beatbox during lectures?
I was an unbearable student. Like, can I just be clear about that?
Hey, me too. Don't worry about it.
In high school, in like intermediate school, middle school kind of age, I had so many parent-teacher meetings between my parents and my teachers because I just wouldn't stop. It was like, oh, you know, your son's really like nice, but can he stop fucking beatboxing during my lecture? That would be fantastic. Yeah, he took off like both of his shoes and was like using his shoes on his hands, like standing on the desk. Can we like not have him do that anymore, please?
Were you really a middle school substitute teacher?
Yes.
What was that like?
Exactly how you think it was.
How long did you do that?
Yeah, a couple of years, maybe.
Really?
Because the worst part about being a substitute teacher was knowing that the students knew more than you did. That was horrible to know that.
How do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I don't know anything. Like, I don't know shit about math or like science. And kids would come up to the desk and ask me questions about algebra, and I would have no idea what to do. Excuse me, can you show me how to do this? And I'd be like, oh, like sweat would be pouring down my head. I would be desperately trying to pull from 2 or 3 decades long memories of how to do like long division, and I'd be like, you know, your teacher will be in on Tuesday. You can ask her. Let me just put on a British accent for a little while, and they'll start laughing, and they'll forget that they have to ask me questions.
So you were the substitute that tried to make the students laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would at least try to make it. And you look, this might be selfish to say, but I was entertaining myself at the same time.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like, what did I know how to do? I just knew how to hand out worksheets. But if I handed out worksheets and spoke in like an Australian accent, oh, here we go. No, I'm getting what I'm looking for. I'm getting like an audience.
Better known as Jerma985, was a YouTube gaming commentator who currently resides in Las Vegas, Nevada. He is first. What?
Sorry, I'm like in like the audience going like, yeah, that's me. I'm just like yelling you like assurances. Yeah, keep going.
Jerma was born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts. In his older videos, he has a thick Boston accent. He went to college where he majored in. Did you? I don't remember that.
I mean, I think I did.
What happened? Did you like try and lose it, like on purpose?
I don't know. I think that's still there, but friends of mine at the time, and friends that I still talk to, we always used to do this thing where we would just start talking like people that we knew in sort of a satirical way. We would always end sentences like, you know, oh yeah, go to the store and get me a cup of fucking milk when you're at it, dude. Like, we would just add a Boston accent to it, even though we had a Boston accent, but we were just sort of like satirically poking fun at our own accents and over announcing them or something. It was weird, but we did it all the time. So that's what I did that in my videos, just because that's what I did in my normal life anyways. I would end sentences with like a Boston AH, you know what I mean? Like, oh, car. Hey, come on, bring the car over here. Even though like I didn't have that thick of an accent, I just did it because we used to do that, just friends in a circle.
After this, he had various jobs, such as being a waiter. Is that true?
No. I don't know where people got this from.
Working at a call center.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Who said I was a waiter?
You've never been a waiter?
No, I've never been a waiter before.
Well, okay
Where?
then. It just says waiter.
I'm a waiter?
Well, probably Olive Garden or something. I don't know.
Was I like shit-faced one day and just said, yeah, guys, I used to be a waiter. Where did this come from? I don't know where this came from.
Well, there you go. Not a waiter. And
No.
in fact, it seems like he's upset with the idea. So let's never.
I'm just confused. I just
Let's
don't know where
never bring it
comes
up
from.
again. Working at a call center.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that's true.
What were you selling? Do you remember?
I don't even fucking remember, if I'm completely honest with you.
Okay.
I think we were trying to do deals for. It was like a Groupon kind of thing. Not like I didn't work for Groupon, but it was like in that same realm of like we got like these deals. We got coupons. Hey, you want to get half off on staying here? It was dog shit. And by the way, like it's funny that that's on the list because I literally worked at this place for maybe 3 weeks.
Oh.
Like I don't even know why that's on that list. It was like just a dumb job that I was like I did it and I hated it
one day. I don't know.
I did it for like 3 weeks.
Filming weddings.
No, people, I've been asked that before. It's like, oh man, you film weddings. You must have seen some crazy shit. No, it was all pretty boring, actually. Just kind of people just dancing. This the same drunk uncle that has his tie undone that's awkwardly dancing in the same spot all night. And then, like all the old people leave at 10 o'clock. And that's pretty much how every single one goes.
It's the rat song and then the birthday song that I always see. Yeah. I
prefer it that way.
The genius of recording Michael separately. Oh my God.
Well, that's based on reality.
How so?
So do you remember those tapes? You might not be old enough.
Yeah, I do.
Where you would, it would sing. You would go into the store. And there'd be a list of these. There'd be a long, just cassette tapes with names on them.
Yeah.
Like Dave, Kevin, Michael, Steven, Jeremy. And you would pick up the cassette, and it was fucking magic, dude. You would put this thing in, and it would sing a song that would have your name on it.
Wow.
And when you were a little kid, when you were 5, 6, 7 years old, this song is about you. They just said your name. This is a magic act.
Well,
and that's kind of what that was based on. It's based on the fact that I remember those tapes. I remember my cousin screaming because and all in the back of my mind, it was, like that kind of scenario that plays out in that fucking video. Like, hey, like Michael, it's your birthday. Hey, Michael. And I remember my cousin was screaming, crying because a clown came in while that song was being played. He's like, hey, it's me, the clown. Like, hey, Michael, it's your birthday. And he's just like, get the clown out of here. Just screaming and crying. And
when Jerma was in college, he ate an entire sleeve of Oreos and threw up in his mother's bed.
Don't know why that's on there, but that's true. Don't know who needs that information for anything, but sure, true.
Jerma uses a safety razor to shave.
Yeah, yes.
What is a safety razor?
But that seems like such. I almost wish that. Okay, so that seems like really boring information.
Yeah, well, we're almost done. So,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I feel like, oh wow, Jerma like just one time skydove out of an airplane and had like a parachute and he like flew up. No, Jerma uses a safety razor.
You've skydived?
No, I'm saying like I don't have any of that apparently.
Oh, okay. Jerma does not know what the omega symbol is.
I do now. Yeah. All right. That's fine. These are very recent updates. I'm becoming aware. Incredibly important stuff to know about me. Apparently,
that's your Wikipedia page, man.
I don't know the omega symbol, and I use a safety razor.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've lived such I think I've lived such an interesting life. Apparently not.
Okay. How about you give like 1 or 2 pieces of trivia that you think trump those other pieces of trivia to make you sound a little more representative.
Okay. All right. I use a safety razor. That's one thing. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I don't know what that omega symbol is. What else? I've got a. I can. Okay. All right. You know the thing with the kids used to do at the lunch table where they'd smash their hand down on the table and they'd bend their elbow weirdly, like cock it sideways.
Yeah.
I can do that shit, can't I?
You're double jointed in the elbow.
Mm-hmm. I can go like that, and everyone goes, "Whoa!"
There you go.
There you go. That's better than the safety razor, I think.
I guess.
And I also have 135 IQ. That's probably should be on there too.
Okay. Is that like?
I don't know why that's
true?
not 124.
You just went down 10.
Yeah, I added a little bit just to seem like cool.
Okay. 124 IQ. That's the legitimate number.
Yeah, it's been tested. I think that deserves to be on there besides
How long ago were you tested, though? Because it can change in your life.
Twice.
Twice. That doesn't answer
once
the
when I was
question.
Once when I was 15, once once when I was 15, once again when I was like 22.
22. So you went out of your way to get that done then.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not a lie. Everyone's saying it's a lie. That's not a lie.
Type questions.
I do need to clarify one thing really quickly though.
Okay.
It is definitely at least 20 points lower now. I've definitely dropped a little. I've definitely dropped a few IQ pounds over the last decade or two. That's I bet you. You know what? I bet you it's like 102.
102. What's your favorite candy?
That's probably the hardest question today.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's Reese. It's Reese's
Favorite band?
the Gorillas.
Oh, okay.
You can write only band because that's really the only band I've had the pleasure of listening to their music recently. Yeah, I don't really listen to music. I'm a weirdo, man.
Okay, that's fine.
I listen to the same portion of like an anime soundtrack or like a video game soundtrack like 30 times, and then I close YouTube.
Do you play games in your free time?
Not as much as I used to, but sometimes yes. And I'm gonna get made fun of for this, but people already know it. I do a lot of stuff on iPad.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Just because it's relaxing to lie in bed with an iPad and just play whatever is some of the junk that's on the iOS store or some of the interesting stuff that they poured over.
What have you been playing lately on the iPad?
Like they've recently ported over stuff like Hearthstone, you know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
A year or two ago. I play just shitty, terrible, low IQ ranked Hearthstone. I don't understand half the things I'm doing, but it's okay because nobody's watching me. Nobody can make fun of me. I can just lose and be like, okay, let's do the next one.
Have you tried any of those Nintendo games?
Oh, there are like 3,000 or 4,000 of them. Which one?
No. On the iPad, on iOS.
It's like, have you ever played a Nintendo game? You ever played any
like
of those
Super
Nintendo
Mario
games?
Run, Fire Emblem Heroes, Animal Crossing?
I hated them.
Really?
The iOS Mario Kart was bullshit. They gaslit me into thinking I was playing against other players.
Yeah, that's true.
So I immediately deleted it.
Did all of your health problems really come from the breakdancing?
No.
Oh, okay.
That would have been actually kind of funny if it was, though.
I guess as a more general question, were there ever any bits that you had to be like, oh, no, can't do that. Didn't work out? Just generally for any of your live streams that you can remember.
I mean, a lot of ideas get dropped on the floor just because they just either won't work or they're maybe too weird. One that speaks out to mind is very recently. I have a business manager that I bounce ideas off of, and then he goes and he tries to figure out if he can do them. Like, oh yeah, can you do this? Can you reach out to people that might be able to do this? Yeah. And he produces, he hits people up, and we go back and forth. And one of the things I told him one time was, hey, I want to do a stream where I run a daycare and we have a bunch of those health class babies that are behind me and I have to like feed them and like take care of them. But we got pretty close to starting to do that. But then it got to a point where he's like, yeah, we probably shouldn't do this. Like, I wanted to like feed the babies behind me and have it be like a daycare. I wanted to like defend them from alien attacks and shit. But it got to a point where I didn't want to like cross any lines that you could cross.
What lines would you cross? They're baby dolls.
I know, but like having like a bear attack and I like have to defend the babies from the bear. If like that might not be that might not be a good idea.
All right.
One of the things I think that I've talked about this before, but it has to be brought up again is the family dinner stream.
Oh yeah.
That was I wanted to do another one. There was going to be, okay, here we are at the family dinner. There was going to be like another family dinner bit.
Okay.
But that was a really polarizing stream. People like were really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I got comments saying like, hey man, like that was like fucked up. I didn't think that was very funny. I thought that was just kind of awkward and strange and it made me feel awful. And I was like, oh, well,
That was the
Okay,
point, though.
maybe.
That was the point. That felt like kind of like a cringe comedy Tim and Eric kind of thing. All right.
I met those people 30 minutes before the stream started, by the way.